Hello, friends, and welcome to Big T's 3-Minute Market Minder. I recently came back from London attending this event called Blockchain Expo. And at this event, you had companies from all over the world talking about how they are using the blockchain in their business. Now, if you're not familiar with blockchain, I'll just explain it very simply. A blockchain is the equivalent of a shared ledger or a shared accounting book. And what makes a blockchain special is that everybody can look at it, everybody has access to it, it's open, but nobody can make changes to it unless the majority of the participants agree to it. So it makes it impossible for people to cook the books or make changes on the books without everybody seeing it. And what this does is it enables a new level of commerce that can take place without having all these different intermediaries to prove that what somebody is saying that they have is what they really have. And so the blockchain allows companies to really remove all these costs that are normally associated with doing business. So there were a couple of key takeaways I got from this. One was, to date, I had seen most of the investment in blockchain technology happen by global financial firms. This was the first time that I really got exposure to non-financial firms that are making enormous investments in blockchain technology. So companies that you would know, like Disney, companies like P&G. Also, there was this one company called Energy, which is a subsidiary of this company, RWE. And RWE is a massive utility based out of Germany. They do 50 billion euro a year, and they have 108 billion euro in total assets. A major business. And what they're doing, and I'll show you the slide here, is they believe that in the future, we're going to have what's called M2M, or machine-to-machine commerce. They see a time where machines can be economically independent, where they can transact with one another. And what they are doing is developing a back-end blockchain that will allow devices that they own to speak to other devices and to do transactions. So this was a very simple example. So they own a network of charging stations. And what they want to do is they want to be able to have their clients that use the charging station basically have a digital wallet that will automatically talk to the charging station. And then the charging station uses this back-end database, if you will, that is unhackable, called the blockchain, in order to prove that it's legitimate. And then you can just use the charging station. It's completely cashless. In fact, you're not involved. You, the person, are not involved in the transaction at all. Everything happens at the machine level. So this is just a very, very small taste of how very large corporations are using the blockchain in order to drive this machine-to-machine commerce. And you also have major companies that are now going to be using the blockchain to handle their trade finance, which is something I've written about before. It normally takes 10 days to do a trade finance deal. With the blockchain, they can now do it in 4 hours. And again, here you can see that this company, Energy, is working with Tesla. They retrofitted a Tesla Model S so it could automatically hook up with their machines. And again, it's the machines talking to one another, transacting, and doing business. It's just really incredibly exciting. And again, I would say the key takeaway here is this. While blockchain may not be super familiar to yourself, I want you to know that corporations all over the world are pouring literally billions of dollars into R&D, into building blockchain systems. And these systems will start going live in 2018. And you will see blockchain really enter the global narrative, right? People will be really highly familiar with what a blockchain is going into 2018. And that is going to be very beneficial to a lot of the different cryptocurrencies that I've talked to you about in the past. As awareness is raised on this technology, it automatically draws people to things like Bitcoin and some of the other coins that I've written about as well. So again, I wanted to give you a brief glimpse into kind of this future of machine-to-machine technology, and also let you know that 2018 is going to be the year that blockchain just really goes from the lab to actual practical real-world application. And along the way, things like Bitcoin are going to attract a whole new slew of investors that have never even heard of them before. So it's going to be a really exciting time. Again, you know I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. If you don't own any Bitcoin, I strongly recommend you at least get a little bit of it. All right, friends, that is enough out of me. I will catch up with you in the next video. And I want you to always remember, let the game come to you.